Morning. Yesterday my girlfriend and I, we met with two ladies. We were having some food, and two very nice ladies. And we talked about music and emotions. And then I said, today has been a very emotional day for me. They said, what? What happened? Well, this thing that is going on in Iran. And they both looked sad and they said, yeah, it's terrible what's happening in Iran. And I said, no, it's not. I'm very happy about what's going on in Iran. And then I said, well, I understand. I think you get your information from mainstream media. So you don't know. You don't get to see these things. What things? Oh, people celebrating. The people of Iran celebrating. I love watching this, I said. Especially ladies singing and dancing and enjoy over this possible liberation. Oh, I see. And one of them said, well, I heard something about it. What did you hear? Well, I heard something. There were some celebrations over there, you know. People of Iran, from Iran, celebrating here in Sweden. Right. And it's true. You know, all day yesterday I've been watching these clips, people from Iran celebrating. It's fantastic. Maybe one of my favorites, maybe my favorite, is the one from Times Square in New York. And I'll post a link to that one. But there's so many of them. Fantastic. People talking, singing, dancing. They may face liberation. I told these two ladies, maybe you don't know what's been going on in Iran for the last decades. What? Well, you know, for instance, women, they have been tortured in Iran for showing their hair. Oh, I see. Oh. Mainstream media. All right. I also want to tell you this. This is also mainstream media. It happened again. The newspaper talked about the COVID injection. And this time it's an editorial. And it's the same newspaper that I talked about earlier. They did 3 reports already, you know, about the COVID injection. And this editorial is just brilliant. I'll post a link to it. If you want to do me a favor, click on the link. I will read this to you. You will understand why. They get encouraged, you see. They get lots of attention now because they are writing about this thing. So it's Jämtlands Tidning. Jämtland, that's a region in the north. Tidning is newspaper, right? So I just read just small parts of this. And they talk about the response that they got after these reports on the COVID injection. And it's been fantastic for them, see? And they say, it's obvious that many have been carrying enormous frustration and anger after the pandemic. It's obvious, they say. The response, yes. Readers who want to talk about what happened after the injection, contact them, see? And they say, according to the authorities, side effects after the COVID-19 vaccine shot were extremely rare. At the same time, thousands of people around the country testify about experiences that they themselves associate with the vaccine and which they believe were not taken seriously. The impact of the articles, you know, the 3 earlier ones, also depends on the fact that the topic has been has for long been difficult to discuss openly, with the authorities setting the framework for the conversation. You understand, this is amazing. This is people in mainstream media writing something like this. Very surprising. And they request an independent commission. They also talk about other countries. They talk about Austria, for instance. And of course you remember, I think you do, what happened in Austria, where they actually said, yeah, you will go to jail if you don't take this injection. Remember this? They mentioned this in the article, in the editorial. They also talk about, what will happen next time when there's another one. Will the politicians, will they control your bodies? That is brilliant. Well done, Jämtlands Tidning. Fantastic. Why I like it so much? Well, it's so unusual, of course, but the thing is, some people only listen to mainstream media. And they say, oh, mainstream media wrote this editorial. Well, then suddenly it's legit, right? Then it is something. The truth doesn't matter to these people. The source matters. And they don't want to look into this themselves. But if mainstream media did and report on it, then it's good, right? Stupid people. This is how it works. All right. I also want to thank all of you who support me. Thank you very much. I get very happy when you send me money. And you have been sending me a lot lately, so thank you so much for this. There are links below the video. One of them is where you can buy me a beer. Very popular. And again, thank you, and yes, it makes me very happy when I get this money from you, you see. Now, if you want, of course, if you like what I do, all right, be good.